everyone. Thank you so much for joining this live video honeymoon happy hour. Happy hour was my favorite time of day, and it still is. It's just changed a little bit. But I absolutely love happy hour. After a long day, getting together with friends, or now my new bridal friends and vendor friends, so excited to share just some time with you. So I have poured myself a glass of rosé. It is one of my favorite wines. I know we're in the middle of winter and everyone's like, why are you drinking that? But I just love it. It takes me to summer. It takes me to just vacation, first of all, and just that relaxing feeling. So why don't you pour yourself a glass of wine? Feel free to comment whatever you're drinking. I'm totally down to hear. I love having new cocktails, and that's one of my things when I travel. I absolutely want to try the local drink, even if I don't even like it. I usually stick to light colored beverages or clear liquors, but I'm down to try anything. So cheers to you. I'm gonna have a sip of this rosé. Oh, delish. It's been a week and it's only Tuesday. So if you're one of those brides out there or grooms, or I know there's some wedding vendors joining us tonight, because I love partnering with my wedding vendors, my photographers and planners. We're here to help brides and grooms take the stress away. So I love collaborating with them as well. So welcome everyone. This is our kickoff happy hour. And my goal is to come and talk each week about different topics. There are so many different topics and different types of brides and different travelers with tons of varying budgets and travel experience. So each week I'm going to come with you, and this one's just our welcome. So I'm going to kind of give you an overview of my goals and how I help brides and grooms, how I take the stress away, and how I can maybe help you plan your trip. And even if it's not a honeymoon, I can definitely help as well. So let's sit back and get started. So the first thing I want to kind of talk about is just how crazy the travel industry is. There's always new things going on, new cruise ships. I mean, my inbox gets flooded every day with a new idea, a new itinerary. So I kind of weed through the internet clutter, and I align myself with travel professionals, resorts, reputable tour companies, all of those people. And then I kind of gather, what I love about it. And that's what I deliver to my brides and grooms. And that's kind of how I guess that's how I educate myself and really stay on top of everything to bring the best type of trip to you. So it's a lot out there, and tons of bride and grooms come to me totally overwhelmed with the internet clutter. I mean, have you Googled honeymoon anything, all-inclusive honeymoon or honeymoon to Thailand? I mean, you Google that and it's insane. The amount of lists you get, and then you have this pop-up, and then you have all this stuff on the side. It's like, do you want Google to plan your trip, or do you want to sit down with someone and discuss how to make it happen? Because it can be totally overwhelming, especially when you're planning a wedding. Even if you have a wedding planner, there's still such a long to-do list, and then like you have your or normal own life going on and job and things like that. So I kind of, my whole thing is like clearing the internet clutter and figuring out what is going to be best for you. So that's like a huge thing now. And hey, I'm all about like research and looking on the internet. I mean, the internet's a great tool. Like, how are we even here today without it? It's so crazy to think about. So I'm all for that, but just keep in mind that it could totally be overwhelming, and you're not the only one being overwhelmed by that. I mean, even I Google things sometimes, and I'm like, oh my God, what the hell? Why am I down this rabbit hole? So totally understandable. And now that since 2019's really just kicked off, we've seen some honeymoon trends, which that's going to be another video, but I will tell you real quick, a huge honeymoon trend right now that I've been seeing are places a lot of brides and grooms are getting married in hurricane season, and they still want to go to the Caribbean. So we're kind of trying to figure out ways around that. And I booked so much Aruba. Like this year, I have booked a ton of Aruba, and it's not normally on my list of go-tos, but it's been awesome. There's some really great resorts there that kind of offer, yes, there's an all-inclusive, but there's also that off the beaten path, totally romantic, amazing boutique properties. So that's been a popular one. Another one, tons of Europe. So people are wanting to do, hitting a few countries, not necessarily a cruise. Some people have still been into the cruises. And then I've had some really cool, off the beaten path, more like Maldives, Egypt, Portugal. Love doing those destinations. They're kind of unique. It's not like you go there every day. So those are really been a fun vacations to plan. And then what's always tried and true and popular, Hawaii. I was just at a Hawaii event last night. The Hawaii Tourism Board was visiting. I'm here in Raleigh, and they came to visit, meet some agents, and oh my God, Hawaii is just like that magical place. The culture that it has, the vibe there, the food, so all amazingness. And it was just so great to really connect with the actual people that live in Maui. The actual sales managers, hotel managers actually came, and I sat with them one-on-one, had dinner and drinks with them. And that really is another reason what kind of, brings me and or travel agents, a good travel agent, apart from the Google, or apart from, your friend that went there, 5 or 10 years ago. So you kind of have to think about that. And I'm so excited to, share those contacts with you. As it is, I just did that last night. I got my one client who she's reviewing the final itinerary tonight with her fiance, but I got them one free night at the Hyatt Regency in Maui. Amazing. And I got them a double upgrade on their room. Now, they don't know that yet. It's going to be a little surprise, but I'm super excited about that too. So I'm here to get you amazing perks and fun things along the way, because that's what it's all about, right? You want to have fun, and planning your honeymoon should be fun. So I hope I can make it take the stress away from you and make it that much more fun. So back to the honeymoon trends. Another one's been Iceland. I feel like people come to me and are like, oh yeah, Iceland's on our list, and it doesn't always get picked. So if you don't really like cold destinations, I mean, maybe you should not be going to Iceland for your honeymoon, because it is a destination that you're going to remember. But I really like Iceland for like an anniversary trip or a year. If you're not that well traveled, you might want to save it for an anniversary trip or something down the line. But Iceland is still like, people still want to go. So I think it's definitely a fun place to check out. And then last on my list, this destination is one of my favorites. It's Southeast Asia. I actually went there on my honeymoon, so I'm a little biased on how amazing it is, but it's just such a magical place and a great place to mix city, beach, culture. It's just like you could do it all in a trip to Thailand or Southeast Asia. So I totally recommend that. And that's still, every year I get a few of those. I have honeymooners going there in February, and then I just have a call with later this week with people that want to go to Thailand too. So it's one of those destinations that keeps popping up. It's totally unique, and if you've been traveling a little bit, and that would be a really cool honeymoon for sure. So those are kind of some quick overview of some honeymoon trends, and I'll definitely be back in another week or so with some more ideas and more inspiration, because that's what I'm really here to do. We are going to have tons of people in this group. You don't have to book your honeymoon with me, of course not, but I'm here to kind of tell you why you should, what are some of the reasons that can really help you and make it a win-win situation. So another thing I wanted to tap into real quick is the whole process. I get so many times, how does a travel agent work and this and that. And again, this is just my welcome video, so I'm not going to talk too much into that, but I do want to say that my services are complimentary. So we don't charge any fees for our services. We are here, we get paid on the back end. So either if you book it online, they pocket that extra money, or if you book it through me, I get paid by them. That's how it works. So, and that works for any online travel agency, any real travel agent out there, any third party Grouponness, there's a back end always in there. So, just think about that. Do you want the money to go back to them and spend it for more advertising, or do you want to, put it towards good use? And I'm here to offer that special extra service. So, and we'll talk about that more. But really, I just want my brides to have fun. I kind of was looking forward to this video all day. I just had one of those crazy days. It was just raining and gloomy, and thinking that I had this live video, which I do, I love these live videos, and getting myself a non-guilty glass of wine to sit back, talk to some brides, and hopefully help some people out. So thank you so much for joining. This video is a little short tonight, but again, it's just a welcome. And before we go, anyone who comments on this video, which will be posted on YouTube as well, so hopefully you'll find me there on my YouTube channel or here in the group. If you comment or add anyone to comment to the group, I am mailing you to Mr. and Mrs. Honeymoon glasses. So hopefully you and your fiance can join me and pour yourself your favorite drink, and this will be mailed to you. So make sure you comment below so I can, make sure we can send you some gifts for just tuning in. And there's many, each week I'm going to give a little giveaway, and each honeymooner and bride and groom, or bride and bride, or groom and groom that book with me gets a pre-departure honeymoon box in the mail. So I have partnered up with an amazing company, and we put together these gift boxes that, oh my gosh, you're gonna want one. I curate everything in the box. I put my favorite travel goodies in there. We put customization things, bridal things, things to use on your honeymoon. So it's super fun. So that's just a little perk I give all of my bride and grooms, and actually all of my clients, because I wouldn't be here without them. And I am just so excited to be helping you, to educate you more about travel, to inspire you about all the destinations all over the world, and to sit back and have a non-guilty glass with you. All right, cheers, guys. We'll be in touch, and I'll see you next week. Bye.